As the present officer commanding No. 1 School of Technical Training and Station Commander RAF Halton, and indeed as a former apprentice with the 100th Entry, it was with immense pride that on the 24th of June 1993 I escorted His Royal Highness the Duke of Gloucester as he reviewed the final apprentice graduation from Royal Air Force Halton, so bringing to a close 71 years of aircraft apprentice training. This video commemorates this historic occasion and is a tribute to Halton aircraft apprentices, past and present. The first personnel to take their place on the parade square is No. 1 Support Squadron, comprising station personnel. The squadron is commanded by Sergeant Reed, and the flight commanders are Corporal Alfred, Corporal Harwood and Corporal Smith. This squadron would, in the past, have been made up from the other junior apprentice entries, but as this graduation is the last, there are no other apprentices available. Therefore, station personnel have the opportunity to take part on this royal occasion. No. 2 Support Squadron take up position on the parade square. This squadron comprises ex-apprentices of all ranks, ranging from Air Commodore to Corporal. The squadron is commanded by Air Commodore Bogg, and the flight commanders are Group Captain Larkin and Group Captain Taylor. The longest serving ex-apprentice on parade is Master Air Engineer Colin Fielder, who enlisted with No. 56 Entry in May 1947. The fine weather was appreciated by the large crowd, comprising relatives of those graduating, members of staff, and ex-apprentices who had gathered to enjoy the unique event. The parade took place on the Henderson Groves Parade Square, traditionally the site of apprentice graduations since training started at Halton, and a fitting venue for the graduation of No. 155 Entry, the final entry. The parade square nestles in a natural amphitheatre surrounded by the famous woodland of the Halton estate. Lord Trenchard, the father of the Royal Air Force, created the aircraft apprentice scheme in 1920, and training started at Royal Air Force Cranwell, later to move to Royal Air Force Halton in 1922 when No. 5 Entry commenced training. The music for the parade was provided by the Central Band of the Royal Air Force, which formed in 1920, coincidentally the same year as the apprentice scheme commenced. The band is comprised of professional musicians, conducted on this day by Squadron Leader Alan Mosford.
Trumpets sound, the third advance!
As the trumpeter sounds the third advance, the graduating entry marches onto the parade square. Aircraft Apprentice Entry No. 155 commenced training at Royal Air Force Halton on the 10th of May 1990 and graduate after an extensive 3-year apprenticeship in aircraft engineering. The 46 graduating apprentices are divided into 2 flights comprising the escort squadron to the Queen's Colour. The parade executive roles are filled by the apprentices, with the parade commander making history by commanding No. 2 Support Squadron, comprising ranks senior to himself. The appearance of the graduating entry is accompanied by the Halton Pipe and Drum Band, led by Pipe Major Ian Macy. The band dates back almost as far as apprentice training here at Halton, with the original band being drawn from the apprentice entries. The band is now run on a volunteer basis and is a welcome asset not only to the station, but also to the local area. The parade commander is Sergeant Technician Apprentice Ian Humphrey, ably assisted by the parade adjutant, Corporal Technician Apprentice Stevens, and the Parade Warrant Officer, Leading Technician Apprentice Burgess. The two flight commanders are Corporal Technician Apprentice Maglione and Leading Technician Apprentice Kiddle. The escort squadron carry the self-loading rifle, which was introduced into service in the early 1950s and has since been replaced by the SA-80 or modern assault rifle. The weapon weighs approximately 10.5 pounds, and it is believed that this is the last time it will appear as a parade weapon.
Escort squadron, into line, left, turn. Order, on. Stand up, key. Number 1, support squadron, stand up, hey! Escort squadron, stand, hey! Parade, attention! Parade, shoulder, arm. Go. March on the Queen's colour. Present, arm.
Colour party, by the centre, quick, march!
Once the escort squadron is in position, the Queen's Colour for No. 1 School of Technical Training is marched onto the parade square. The bearer of the colour is Apprentice Engineering Technician Warren. The Colour Warrant Officer is Leading Technician Apprentice Guzdeck, and the escorts are Apprentice Engineering Technicians Potter and Foster. It is unique to the apprentices of Halton that a non-commissioned rank carries the Queen's Colour on parade. Apprentice Warren was also the bearer of the Queen's Colour for the 75th anniversary parade at RAF Marham on the 1st of April 1993. The colour bears the crest of No. 1 School of Technical Training, which depicts a tree representing the base of all learning and carries the Latin inscription Crescentus Decimus, we grow to learn.
Shoulder, arm. Order, arm. Standard, A.
The parade now settles and awaits the arrival of His Royal Highness the Duke of Gloucester. The official car arrives and I escort His Royal Highness to the saluting dais, from where he will review the parade.
Parade, royal salute. Present, arm.
The parade gives the royal salute, and with perfect timing, the Royal Air Force display team, the Red Arrows, fly overhead.
Order,
Your Royal Highness, Sergeant Apprentice Humphrey, parade ready for inspection, sir.
The parade commander then invites His Royal Highness to inspect the parade.
Excellent, sir.
The escorting party move through the ranks, pausing for a few moments at a time to speak to those on parade. A VC-10 tanker from number 101 Squadron based at RAF Brize Norton passes overhead. Music during the inspection is provided by the Halton pipes and drums. Four GR5 Harriers from RAF Wittering provide yet another fly past. Many of these aircraft are crewed by Halton ex-apprentices who have volunteered to provide the fly past enjoyed by the crowd today. His Royal Highness passes by the goat mascots. The goats have been associated with Halton since June 1944. The goats are escorted by two Halton ex-apprentices, Flight Lieutenant Hill and Flight Lieutenant McLean. His Royal Highness returns to the saluting dais, and the parade prepares to march past, accompanied by the Halton pipes and drums.
Parade, attention! Escort squadron, soldier, arms! Escort squadron will march past 5 flights in line at 25 paces distance. Move to the right in column of 2s. Right, 10.
Colour party, A bows, turn. Colour party, check post, left wheel, quick, march.
Escort squadron, by the left. Clear, march! Squadron, about time.
Colour party, about turn.
Escort squadron will march past in line of flight. By the left. Quick! Hut! Escort squadron, about time.
Colour party, about turn.
Escort squadron will form line of flights on the receiving base. Number 2 flight leading. Move to the left in column of 2s. Left, turn.
Colour party, take post, left wheel, quick, march. Number 2 flight, by the left, quick, march.
Upon completion of the march past, the parade will advance in review order, give the royal salute, and the parade commander will request permission to march off.
Number 1 flight, halt. Escort squadron, into line. Right, turn.
Colour party, about turn.
Escort squadron, order, arm. Parade, shoulder, arm. Parade will advance in review order. By the centre, quick, march. Royal salute. Present arms.
Graduation parade complete. Permission to march up, sir.
Permission drop.
Thank you very much, sir.
Parade! Soldier! Arms! Escort squadron, move to the right in column of route. Right, 10.
Colour party, ape out, turn. Colour party, check post, left wheel, quick, march.
Hyper!
For the last time ever during an apprentice graduation here at Halton, the strains of a lone piper are heard. The parade prepares to march off as the final flypast of C-130 Hercules from RAF Lynham pass overhead in tight formation. The remainder of the Halton pipes join in, and the parade square echoes to the haunting tune of Amazing Grace. The parade commander addresses the parade and gives the historic command,
155th.
final graduating entry.
Graduating apprentice entry. By the left. Quick! Right!
The apprentices begin their march off and draw spontaneous applause from the crowd, an unusual occurrence for any parade as they are normally watched in solemn silence. The apprentices have spent 3 years in training here at Halton and graduate as fine young men, well trained, motivated and full of pride for the Royal Air Force, ready to carry on the fine traditions of the apprenticeship scheme. In all, 35,056 apprentices have graduated, and of these, some 7,200 have obtained a commission, with 65 achieving air rank. Possibly the most notable of these was Air Commodore Sir Frank Whittle of number 8 entry, who pioneered the development of the first jet engine. The most senior ex-apprentice is Air Chief Marshal Sir Michael Armitage, who became Chief of the Air Staff. The Halton pipes and drums break into Old Lang Syne as the graduating entry march through the ranks of the support squadrons. As the apprentices clear the ranks of the support squadrons, they break into quick time and fire a departing volley of shots. The remainder of the parade marches past the saluting dais, where His Royal Highness takes the salute and brings to a close a significant, poignant day in the history of the Royal Air Force.